Hello, today we're making a Q&A session about a greener future.
When people think about climate change, they usually think about cars, planes, or fossil fuels. Why should we also be talking about food?
Because the way we produce food has a major impact on the environment. Animal agriculture requires a large amount of land, water, and energy that contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions.
Most people think that milk comes from a cow and meat comes from an animal. Is that changing?
Oh yes, hopefully yes. One of the most exciting developments in modern biochemistry is precision fermentation. Scientists can use microorganisms such as yeast to produce specific proteins, including the same proteins found in milk, like casein. Instead of asking animals to produce, let's say, milk, now we will use microorganisms to do this more efficiently. Animals consume plants, but a large proportion of the energy is used for metabolism, growth, movement, and maintaining body temperature. So only a fraction of that energy is ultimately becoming edible food. By producing proteins more directly through plants or microorganisms, we can reduce this biological loss and use resources more efficiently.
Many people see this mainly as an environmental issue. Is there also a biochemical side to it?
Absolutely. Take cows, for example. Their digestive system contains microorganisms that break down plant material through fermentation. One consequence of this process is the production of methane, carbon with 4 other hydrogens alongside it. So with methane, which is a very potent greenhouse gas, it is absolutely very dangerous to the ozone layer. Understanding this protein structure, amino acid composition, and metabolism allows scientists to develop alternative protein sources that can human nutritional requirements that could be met while potentially reducing the environmental impact. I would like to emphasize that your body doesn't really crave for the protein that comes from the animal. Your body craves just protein. The structure is what that matters, not where it comes from.
So, biochemistry is changing the future of food.
Absolutely. Scientists are not just asking how to make food, but they're also asking how to make food with less land, less water, and less energy, and lower environmental impact.
Can biochemistry really help create a greener future?
I think it can play an important role. There's no single solution to climate change. I'm not going to come out here and say if you eat more plant-based, it's going to completely solve the climate change, but I would be a little assertive and say it will mostly solve the climate problem as you consume less animal foods, so it means less animal agriculture. The biochemistry we have does offer us very supportive tools. From alternative proteins to fermentation, technologies that offer us very efficient use of biological resources. It allows us to rethink how food is produced and how resources are used.
If people remember only one thing from this conversation, what should it be?
One should not just have to be a scientist to know that. If you make a small change in your dietary habits, let's say your plate, so you eat, let's say, in average 2 or 3 times a day. So if you change that 2 or 3 plates a day, your dish, that will make a huge impact, like the butterfly effects. So for most of the human history, food was something we harvested. We are beginning to understand food at the molecular level and redesign it accordingly. We can redesign it. It's not like the old times that we need a cow. Now we can redesign food and get the milk, the same content, without needing the cow. A greener future may depend not only on new technologies or new policies, but also on the biochemistry behind the food we eat.